Hi everybody, Diana Mahira here again. That was a mouthful. So this lesson we're going to learn about chest undulations and chest isolations, and just see if we can get nice and smooth and controlled, ready for our accents and our rolls. Okay, so we're going to start off with nice soft knees and a tucked in belly. Don't push it too forward, just keep it so that your hips are nice and loose. Face the front. I'll get a little bit closer. Just have your hands initially, just rest them onto your hip bones. I'll turn a little bit to the side so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to start off just by lifting the chest upwards. So you have to imagine you're taking a deep breath and lifting up and lowering your chest. Lift and lower. So try and stretch from here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Just make sure that your shoulder blades are not collapsing at the back. So you want your shoulder blades not to change too much. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So as you lift up, you get a nice stretch along here, and you should be able to hold that up there without your shoulder blades collapsing, so they're nice and even, and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nothing else moves down below your waistline, just from your chest. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Okay, up and down, up and down, up and down. And the next one you need to practice is the chest coming forwards. So again, that nice seated position, you're going to imagine you're pushing your chest in a straight line forwards, and then just coming back to rest in its neutral position where it started, not sinking back. So you need to lean your chest forward, so you'll feel tightness across the centre of your back, and come to the centre. Forward and centre. So try and make sure that your weight placement stays in the middle so that you don't lean forwards into your toes. So keep the weight placement across both feet evenly, across the whole foot. Forward and back. Tighten this lower area, just around your belly button, and push forward and come back, forward and back. So from the front, forward and back, forwards and back, forwards and back, forwards and back. I'm not pushing on my hips, I'm just placing my hands there. So I could just have them at the side, or out and back, forwards and back, forwards and back, forwards and back. I'll come a little bit closer to you and just demonstrate up, down, forwards and back, up, down, forwards and back, up, down, forwards and back. Okay? And then we want to be able to collapse inwards a little bit from just under your breastbone, just under your boobs, collapse in and release up. It's as if you're trying to avoid a punch in the stomach, but you're not sinking like this. You're just sucking in and then coming out again. Sucking in and coming out. Suck, out and release. Pull in, release, and it just drops your chest a little bit, and then you come up. But what it doesn't do is drop your shoulder blades forward. So you want to pull in and extend, pull in, release, pull in, release. And this really works this muscle here, the upper rectus abdominis. Don't do this if you've got a full stomach because you will want to be sick, okay? So in and release, in and release, in and release. And then what we can do is we can put those three moves together, and we start off with the forwards, up, and then pull in and release. Forwards, up, in and release. Forwards, up, in and release. Forwards, up, in and release. And then smoothing it out, forwards, up, in. Forwards, up, in. Forward, up, in. Forward, up, in. Forward, up, in. Forward, up and in. Good. So just get practicing on those, and then you can get some nice chest forward rolls. Should like these from the front. Okay. Forwards, up, in. And then just start kind of letting the lower half of your body follow. It's kind of following in reverse. Up and in. Forwards, up and in. Forwards, up and in. Forwards, up and in. Forwards, up and in. So as my chest goes forward, my hips are tucked in because my chest is forward. My bum's sticking up, and I've got the weight on the front foot. And then as I come up, the weight is now central, and as I tuck in, my hips tilt up, my glutes squeeze together, and the weight is now in the heels of my feet. Then you release, forward, up and in. Forward, up and in. And this is a full body roll or camel with a nice weight change, engaging the chest. Not all camels engage the upper body. Some of them are just lower body. Some of them just start from here downwards. But it's nice to use the chest if you can, and sometimes we just want chest and very little lower. Sometimes we might want to lift the chest up and use it as an accent. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. Or we can increase, we can add the accent depending on where we want it in the music. It could be up, which is just throwing up like a little hiccup, up, up, or we could go up and then pull it down, so the accent is on the down. So you've got a nice lift and pull, lift, pull, and it can be a strong move like that or just a little bump like that, depending on what the music is. Let's have a go and put some of those moves to music. Getting in a nice standing position. Let's just start with an up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. Now forward, forward, centre, forward, centre, forward, centre, forward, and centre. And again. Now let's collapse in, pull in, release, in, release, in, release, in, release. Let's go forward, up, and pull in, release. From the side, forward, up, pull in, and release. Forward, up, and in, release. Forward, up, and in. Smooth it out. Forward, up, and in. Forward, up, and in. Forward, up, and in. Forward, up, and in. Let's add the whole body. Forward, up, and in. Release. Forward, up, and in. Release. Doesn't matter which foot you have to face the front. chest, drop, 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 drop. Oscillations. Up, 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 up. You can do it. Pause up and back again. And again a little bit closer so you can see more. Nice and big, or you can make them small. When you get faster, the move gets smaller. Let's see if we can travel a little bit. Just remember, if you lose the rhythm at all, you lose the sequence, just slow it down until it's nice and even, and make sure your body goes through all of these little sequences, all of these little steps to get nice and smooth. Well done. Join me again in our next combination next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe.